Okay, now we're going to cover the furnace. To make the furnace work, you take that little key and you turn it. Please don't lose that. Those are hard to find. Just leave it in there, that's great. And then to turn it on, you come over here and flip the switch. That'll turn it on. I'd love to show you what it looks like, but there is a problem and there's some parts backlogged, so I was unable to get this taken care of on this trip. Alright, we'll do a quick pan of the area as well. Next up, the master. Okay, we're going to cover the master area. Light switch for you. You'll notice on all these windows I have this is for security system. Also I have something else. This is the a little screw that prevents the window from opening. They're pretty doggone hard to lock, so I put these on there so kids who are looking for things can't get in. In fact, there have been a couple of those burglaries from teenage kids. One set got caught, one still hasn't, so please take that extra precaution. Here's the master area. We'll cover there's the half bath, there's the shower, got his and her sinks, you've got the tub. It's not a whirlpool. I'll have this closet locked off for my stuff. Remember, we were talking about all the towels. 12 sets of each right in there. And here's the other master closet. Extra fancy in some of the bedrooms as well. It's important to mention that in Arizona it's pretty dusty. So if it's windy, you'd probably want to shut your windows because the wind is the dust is just in the air. And you'll see that I can wash the patio off, and 5 days later there'll be plenty of dust. So keep that in mind. All right, I think we pretty much covered everything we needed to cover on the interior, other than one more thing, that's the laundry room. Okay, here's the kitchen. A few points to mention on the kitchen. First starts, see that thing up there? That's a little camera that I have for my own use. The very top button, that top button, if you push it, it'll turn in green. That means it's a non-view mode. Another option would be is just to go into this cupboard right there, right above the stove, and physically unplug it. That's fine if you'd like. Obviously I'm not interested in looking at anybody, I just want to view the house. Another quick point, underneath here is the garbage disposal. Hit that button, that's how you get the garbage disposal to turn on. Other than that, the kitchen is like any other kitchen. One thing to mention, sorry for the messy computer, but that port there for the Ethernet port, that's where I like to plug my computer in. Not every Ethernet port is hooked up in the house. I had to steal some for some other features that I wanted to put in the house. So that one for sure is working, but the wireless network is under the name of Not Yours. You should find that pretty easy. And we'll just take another pan from this area. I think that's it. We're going to cover the home theater section right now. You'll notice I have on the top shelf a Panasonic DVD player, it's Blu-ray, and then also I have a Denon receiver. You'll see that cord, what that cord is basically a iPod cord. So if you plug that in and make sure that you turn your iPod up, you can play your music in your library through that, and it's a push of the button on the remote control. Alright, so some of the electronics are located 50 feet away. and that's the remote's going to talk radio frequency, and some of the other components are physically located here. So if you push the button, if you have your remote control not aiming towards the gear, well, you may not turn your television on, you may not turn that Blu-ray player on. The other stuff will turn on because it's set up radio frequency. Okay, so let's take a peek at the remote control. It has all the key pads on there, the 1 through 9, the up, down, left, right arrows, the volumes, the channels, things of that nature. On the side we have the light. We'll light this up a little bit. Okay, now you'll see some menus. On the main menu, by hitting this button, it toggles between a listen menu and a watch menu. Watch menu means watch TV, watch the Dish Network, watch a Blu-ray. Listen means listen to the iPod, listen to the radio. So you just toggle between. Now if you push a button, say Blu-ray, everything gets automated. Signals get sent to the television, to the receiver, to the Blu-ray player. Now it immediately turned into a Blu-ray DVD player, including title menus, disc menus, the plays, rewinds, things of that nature are all going to be working. You'll notice a movie just popped up. Also on here, I'm going to hit stop. You'll see there's Blockbusters, Netflix, Pandora, and YouTube. Blockbuster is not hooked up. Netflix is. Pandora is. So you can create your own stations, feel free. So that's the Blu-ray portion of it. And the satellite dish is as simple as getting back to the satellite. So again, right now it's a Blu-ray remote control. Now we go back to the main. I'm going to hit this dish button. Yeah, I didn't hit it. There we go. I hit that button. Now all the video switching is changing.
Like an underground Hollywood street.
Notice it says the upper left-hand corner. That's to the PVR for the to look at your recorded movies. And again, the play, rewind, enter, the number keys, everything that the Dish Network remote has will be working. And to run the iPod and the radio, it's straightforward as well. But that's all you need to know on the television, other than one little weird quirk. Notice that button on the corner, it's not red. When I go ahead and hit off, and everything turns off, the red LED turns on. So when it's off, it's on, and when it's on, it's off on the LED. I would have done things differently, but it was pretty confusing to me when I first bought this thing. Continuing on the stereo front, there's a rack in another room which has that second dish box as well as that Samsung DVD player. I'm going to be putting the remotes hidden back here. You'll never ever need to use them other than an emergency. It only can get things out of sequence, so I would recommend not using those. Everything's automated for you. Lastly, this box has a whole lot of electronics in it, so if you're wondering and if you feel you're technical, please refrain until we talk to make sure that something doesn't happen and I would have to send a technician out.